Boy, go in here. Okay. Hello, YouTube friends and family. Hello, Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell, per usual, on this good Monday morning. Yes. It is July the 20th, 2026, and it is currently 8:22 a.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm just getting back from Put-in-Bay. I got back yesterday morning, actually. But before I had left, my car had cut off on me or whatever. So I had just put it back in front of my friend's house, and I had went ahead and went to Put-in-Bay or whatnot. But, you know, when my car messed up or whatever, I said that I wasn't going to let that ruin my trip, ruin my plans or anything like that. Ruin my test, per se. You know, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go either or. I was invited to a white party here in Detroit on Friday, and I was also invited out to Put-in-Bay on Friday. And I told the guy who invited me to the white party, I'm like, you know what, I got somewhere that I'm going to go this weekend or whatever, but I'll be back on Monday and yada, yada, yada. Blase splee. Telling him that I wasn't really going to be able to go to the white party. Go ahead and go to Put-in-Bay because I just feel like this is a test for me to go to. I was invited. My intentions was to go and have a good time. And, you know, to be honest, despite of anybody trying to be funny or anything like that, I really did still have a good time. Because I'm a cool person, it's not hard for me to have a good time nowhere that I go. As long as the vibe is good, I'm good. So, anyway, I guess out there or whatever, and you know, my friend had already told me that he was bringing food, barbecuing for the whole 2.5 days that we would be there or whatnot. So I wasn't really worried about no money per se. And once I got there, I kind of knew I wasn't about to be hanging out that much. You know, it kind of reminds me of a military base per se. When my mom was married, her husband, his parents, they used to go shopping and grocery shopping and stuff on a military base or whatever because they were veterans or whatnot. So I used to frequently go out to the military base. So as soon as I got to Put-in-Bay, it reminded me of a military base, and I knew that I wasn't going to want to be, you know, going to like too many bars or anything like that. But again, my intentions was to have a good time. So, when we got out there, you know, the people put up next to us, they were there prior to us being there or whatever. And they were a mixed crowd of people, actually. And I have a video of them live as well as a reel because I came outside with my camera and they were willingly in my camera. Like, if I'm holding my camera up, that means that I'm recording. You know? So, anyway, they were really cool people. I went over and instantly spoke to them. I seen them. I'm like, oh, they seem like a nice, cool family. You know, I see people of all different ages. So, you know, it looks like a family. Like maybe this is the mom, this is the dad, this is the grandma, these are the kids, the cousins, the aunts, the uncles, and things like that. Almost like they were having like a gathering, a family reunion, a birthday party or something like that, which they were having a birthday party. So as soon as I saw them, and, you know, they were playing music or whatever, and I'm like, oh, you know, I like their taste of music. They're a different nationality, ethnicity, or whatever. They cool. They look like they lit over there. I instantly went and said hello. Hey, how y'all doing? Blase splee. They spoke back like, oh, we're here for our grandma's birthday. The grandma ended up coming outside. I asked them, like, hey, are you the granny? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, well, happy birthday, Blase splee. So, you know, instantly it was a nice little vibe or whatever. And they had came over there. I'm like, oh, I made me some nice white friends or whatever. Again, even though actually Some of them looked white, some of them looked Mexican, some of them looked Chaldean, Cuban. You never fucking know. The people next door, they looked white as fuck too, but one of them looked like Van Diesel, and Van Diesel not white, you know. But in a broad spectrum between whites, blacks, you have the whites, the coloreds, which is why we were called colored in slavery time, and they were called whites. It's just like a universal broad spectrum. You're black, you're white. Like, even if you're Latino and stuff, you're categorized under being black or white. People ask me if I'm African all the time. So anyway, that's why they had came over there. We were talking or whatever, and then some of the ladies who had came with the guys the guy who I went with, his friend or whatever, and it was some other ladies who was there from Cleveland. I guess they were more so, and not even the guy who I was with or the friend or anything, but the ladies, it's like they were offended that I shared a reel that said I made me some white friends. And we joke about that all the time. Even white people say shit like that. I got this guy on my reel, on my friends list or whatever. He frequently pops up on my reels or whatever. He always be like, see this, that WPS, that white people shit. This why we get talked about. Put some seasoning on the chicken. Like making a joke about themselves. Just like I always say, us niggas, you niggas, black niggas, us motherfuckers, melanateds, or something like that. Joking. You know, not taking it offensive. We were called niggers back in the day by slave people or whatever. So now we call each other niggas and we joke about it. You know? So anyway, I don't know if they found it offensive, but it seemed like the people who were over there with us, the black people, found it offensive that I said I had made some white friends or whatever. But anyway, a few of them had ended up coming over and actually sitting down and talking to us and introducing themselves. And there was this one guy, and he was a young guy, and he was really handsome to me. And I don't mean it in an inappropriate way. So he was talking, he was an adult, of course, but probably like in his 20s or, younger 20s, probably like early 20s, maybe even 20 to 25, 26 max. He was a very young guy, but he was very handsome to me. And as he was talking, I had just looked up at him and I'm like, I don't mean to offend you, but you look like you should be on TV. And I was saying that to him. So, of course, if I'm telling him I don't mean to offend you, but you look like you should be on TV, then I definitely didn't mean to offend anybody when I was like, oh, I made me some white friends. Because, why would you be offensive? And he was saying that he was like, you know what? I was on TV or whatever. I'm like, really? Because you really do look like you should be on TV. Like, you're very handsome, like a model or something. He was like, well, I used to model Blase Splee. And she was like, the girl who was with him, she was like, well, he looks like he should be on Love Island. And I'm like, well, a show called Love Island or something like that. But I was thinking more so like the show from back in the day, Baywatch. Because he looks like, kind of like, he told me he was a few different things. White, I think he said Perusian or something, or if I said that right. Or, a few different things, but he was very handsome. And he looked like he should have had on some swimming trunks or something with the little surfboard and be running down the little sand on how Baywatch used to come on. That's exactly what he reminded me of. I don't know what Love Island is, if that's even a TV show for real or not. But I was saying, yeah, it looked like he would be on a show called that, like Love Island, and especially since we were on Put-in Bay, which is like a little mini island or whatever. He looks like he should be on a TV show. And then he ended up telling me like, well, I did a few little acts or whatever. And he was like, I did modeling and things like that. And he said, I had a famous girlfriend or whatever. He showed me the picture and he showed me his Instagram, which I added him on Instagram and he followed me and I followed him back. Really nice guy. Really, really, really good personality. Like, as soon as I looked at him, I don't know, I was just drawn to his spirit per se. It's like, I don't know. You know how they say sometimes it seems like you met people in a past life or something? He seemed like somebody that I just knew before. Like he had a good spirit. Or he was a good spirit sent to me or something like that, if it makes sense. And I'm getting emotional about it out the blue, so that's crazy to me because it was nothing like emotional. Well, you know what? We were actually talking. And, for some reason we got on parents and he was saying his parents were once married, but they ended up getting divorced or something when he was little. So he basically grew up in a split household or whatever and things like that. you know, he was talking about his brothers and sisters, and I was like, you know what, I can understand that as well, because my parents were married when I was conceived, you know, before I was born and everything, but they ended up getting divorced. They lived in 2 different states and stuff like that. By the time I grew up, I didn't grow up with both parents per se. So, you know, I was like, you know, I can relate to that. I understand that, blase split. So, you know, we was kicking it off, talking about little things like that, and I was getting emotional about it. Like, you know what, I feel what you talking about, you know. So we was chopping it up about that for a split second, and you know, he was telling me about working towards be famous and doing the things you want to do but running out of money and things like that. So we were talking about that, and you know, I was really feeling him, because I have a lot of things that I want to do, but I just never had the funds to do it, or I ran out of money in the midst of coming up with what I wanted to do. So when he was talking to me, it's like, you know how they say, twin, where have you been? It was like, friend, where have you been? Like somebody who understands, like, oh my God. But again, he was a younger guy or whatever, and already kind of experienced some of the industry and stuff, dating a famous person and things like that. So it was cool talking to him. And I wasn't being funny, and he knew I wasn't being funny. And he was like, well, you know, I'm glad I came over here and talk to you, because it's good to interact with different nationalities and things like that. And he was like, I could tell that you weren't trying to be funny. And I really wasn't. So, and I wouldn't know how he would even know if I said that or not anyway, because he didn't follow me on Instagram until after the fact. You know, unless somebody that they know sees them like, hey, you're on this girl's Instagram. And then that would mean that I'm pretty much more known than I thought, right? Or that people would want me to believe, because I know that I'm famous. But more than people would want me to believe. So I'm like, oh, well, I don't think that anybody really seen it like that. What, my people from what, Detroit? Or people who stalk me or some shit like that? Because everybody else make it seem like I'm irrelevant. Don't nobody watch my stuff. So who would have seen it? I didn't go on a trip with nobody I knew but one person. Everybody else who was there were complete strangers to me. But I'm such a loving person, and I don't walk in fear. I'm not scared to go nowhere alone. Like, if I hadn't been invited somewhere and I had to travel alone, I'm perfectly fine with that. When I went to Miami, I went by myself. Like, the group left before me. And just that put in bed, like, I only went with one person I knew. But if I didn't know him and somebody had to pay for me to go and I had to meet them over there, I would have hopped right on the ferry with no problem. Because I'm not afraid to meet new people, and I'm not afraid to travel and move along. And that's what I be trying to explain to people. Like, I'm me. I'm the same person everywhere I go. No matter what. I'm the same person everywhere I go. So that was cool or whatever. Talking to him, getting to know him, you know, just speaking to him, it was really relaxing, I want to say. So that was a good thing, or whatever. And after that, you know, I pretty much was enjoying my time, you know, away from the city. It's been a minute since I've been in the city, so I was enjoying my time. I mean, a minute since I've been out of the city. So I was just really enjoying my time in a new environment. Again, on Put-in Bay, which I found out it's only like 152 people that actually live there on a regular, or at least that's what the statistics or the population on the internet is stated when we looked it up yesterday. Only 152 residents actually live there. It's pretty much like a tourist site when the summertime comes or whatever. So, you know, a little small little island or whatnot, but very beautiful, very country-like, very calm, very pleasant. So that was cool or whatever. It was a nice experience, especially since, again, I live in a city, a busy city. So it's nice to go into a place that's like a country, or that's more so relaxed and, you know, a different environment per se. So that was cool or whatnot. I enjoyed that, and just being able to relax. It had rained for a minute, so it was nice to be like in kind of like almost like a wooded resort. Excuse me, sorry. And then it rained. Then it was like a nice little sunshine. So again, different Just a different nice little environment. Nice, clear, clean water. I was able to go put my feet and hands in the water, which I really like that, because that's getting grounded and in tune with nature. So I really enjoy that or whatever. So it was cool. It was cool. I'm not complaining whatsoever. But in the midst of it, I said it's like my life is just like the Truman Show. And somebody else was like, yeah, it's like the Truman Show. And I noticed like certain people trying to test me or trigger me or say certain things to me, but I didn't take a lot of it offensive, because I was prepared for that. I'm prepared for that anywhere I go, because it's become a part of my life now. So I didn't take anything offensive or anything like that. But the things that people will try to do to prove a point or to try to hurt you, make you fail, or break you is crazy to me. But I'm an alchemist. And you know how I became an alchemist? Because people got used to trying to break me and hurt me and control me and things like that. So again, I turn my pain into power. When people try to offend me, I turn it into something different. Like how they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Well, I understand the meaning of that now. Because I used to be like, well, words can hurt you. They can hurt your feelings. But only for a moment. Only for a moment. But physical hurt actually hurts you. Words fuck with your mental for a minute, but you can bounce right back from that shit. Like, you got to learn how to control your mind. And you can come back from anything. A sickness, disease, heartbreak, anything. Long as you got power over your own mind, you can bounce back from anything. And being that I don't let people take control of my mind, even like times like this when I get discouraged, I take control of the situation. I might have to pull over and cry like I always say, but I always get my mind right. I take control of the situation. I take control of my mind. I don't let myself get depressed. Even if the situation fucked up and I don't know how to get out of it, I got the faith of a mustard seed. I know some way, somehow, I'm going to get out of it. I mean, I know how right at the moment, but I know I am. That's what I'm saying. So, in the midst of danger or anything like that, I'm hearing Simba like, I laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha. I fear nothing. I mean that. I don't even fear God because I'm godly. We're not supposed to fear God. We're supposed to love God and be like God. Why would you want to be like somebody you're scared of? Why would you want to talk to somebody you're scared of? But when they say put the fear of God in you, God stands 10 toes on what he said. He mean what he say. And most people fold. They don't mean what they say. Sometimes, us, we fold. That's what they want me to do, fold. She ain't gonna say what she said. She ain't gonna be able to stay 10 toes on what she said. But God always stands 10 toes on what he say. Never leaving nor forsaking you, always being on time. That's the difference between people and God. Like, God can keep his promises. People can't. We don't know what might happen in the midst of it all. That's why we don't supposed to make promises. And when we do say stuff, we supposed to say, like, we set the intention with the will and the intent to do so. But it can't always happen like that. And you know why? Because God know what other people be planning, just like we be planning shit. And sometimes God have to protect us. So that's why it's God's plan over ours. Because we could be planning to go somewhere or to do something with somebody and think it's the best thing to do. And the whole time God knew that they was trying to set you up. So you ended up having to switch up plans and go elsewhere. That's just like I said, I was invited to a white party as well as invited to Put in Bay. I ain't saying that nobody was trying to set me up at the white party. But for some reason, I went to Put in Bay. You know, it would have been more convenient if I had probably stayed in the city where my car was, tried to work on getting it fixed. You know, I really didn't have the funds to go, but I was covered when I went. I didn't have a problem. I was able to do everything that I wanted to do, and I enjoyed myself when I went. So, you get what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be in the city. So, yeah. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I enjoyed the fact that I went somewhere and it was like other ladies there and things like that, like even across the way, or people who was actually live in Ohio was there, and you know, so people be making it seem like I can't communicate with females and things like that, but I can. I was communicating with them and everything. You know, they left a few times when I stayed at the room, but that's because I wanted to. You know, again, I didn't really care to go. It wasn't them. I just didn't care to go where they were going. You get what I'm saying? Like, once I saw the pools, I didn't really care to get in the pools. I thought that they were going to be a lot bigger. But again, once I got there and I seen the environment, I'm like, okay, I understand why it's a little bit smaller. Like, I was expecting more so like a big wave pool or something like that. But it wasn't really, and it was like crowded there, which was a good thing. They making their money, they all having fun, they all packed up in the pool having a good time. You know, I just didn't want to get in. I call myself claustrophobic anyway. I don't like too many people in my car. I don't like being too, if I'm crammed up with my kids, okay, cool. Because I love my kids, and I probably got to be like that. But other than that, I don't like to be all crammed up. Even when I'm in love, going to sleep or whatever, I like to be cuddled up with my honey. But then once we go to sleep, you over there, I'm up here, long as I know you over there. You know, you get up, then it's like, okay, where you go? But other than that, like, I don't need to be all hugged up all 8 hours while we sleep so I'm start sweating and shit. No. Like, I need some little bit of space, but I don't want you on the couch. Like, where you going? You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Work, I need some space. I really like working by myself. Church, scoot on down the pew. I need some space. I don't like bumper to bumper, shoulder to shoulder like that. Shit, I hate when my brakes need done and I'm too close up on the bench. So, yeah. But anywhere I go, I be myself. That's one thing I love about me. Can't nobody ever make me be fake. Can't nobody ever say I was being fake. You can't take it away from me. Anywhere I go, I be myself. And I actually don't go to clubs. I hate clubs. Again, I don't like being packed bumper to bumper, people all up on me for real and shit like that. Like, but you know, I had got up in the middle of the night. They was getting ready to go to the club. I didn't want to be all put my shorts and all that stuff on. We was getting ready to leave the next morning. I went to the club in exactly what I got on right now, except I didn't have my jacket on. And of course my leggings and stuff was pulled up, so and I was standing up so I don't look as pudgy. You know, when I sit down you can really see my pudge for real. But when I stand up it don't really look like that. But yeah, I just had on this. It got like gold little circles on the back or whatever. I ain't get all dressed up. I ain't want to be having my ass out. I had on some underwear because I didn't want my ass out. Like, I put my ass out when I want my ass out. Like, I be in the comfort of my own space. Again, my own space. You know, I don't really go out to clubs and be wanting attention like that, bending over, twerking and dancing. Nothing is wrong with it. I understand the club scene. I'm just saying that ain't what I really care to do. So I was just regular old me. Underwear on with my leggings. You know, chilling, relaxing with the fellas. Oh, well, it was ladies there too, and they was having them a good time. They was dressed like they was getting ready to go out and shit like that, as they should, because that's what they came there for. I'm about to start channeling. Right now, I'm hearing somebody's wife watches you. I'm seeing the movie, I had watched this movie on Netflix called She Likes to Watch. And it was like this man, his wife was addicted to watching him have sex with this girl who killed their baby or some shit. It was kind of weird. It was actually very weird. But she would pay the girl. My bad. She would pay the girl. Her husband would pay the girl so that she can watch them have sex. Or whatever. It was crazy. But I'm hearing something like that. Like somebody, wife watches somebody. Like let's just say I was talking to a guy or something and I didn't know he was married. But his wife somehow found out about me. Let's just say she watches me. Like she watches my social media. She wants to meet me in person. Like something like that. Like, oh, so it's something like, oh, so you the woman that my husband likes to fuck. But it's like she's mentally like that too. I'm not calling her a mental patient. Well, yeah, she is mental if she wanted to. Anyway. She's like, oh, so I just want to meet you. So you the woman that my husband like fucking on. So what is it about you? What do you have on me? What make you so special? Like almost a compare and contrast. Like I want to see why he like fucking you when he got me. It's something like that. Or in like, oh, well, since you want to fuck my husband, let me see what you about or something like that. Let me see how you be fucking him or something. Why he can't leave you alone. It's something like that. That's happening to somebody. I'm hearing and she grind me. But this person, they grind me too. Like they'll do something to you. Like, oh, well, you think you about to fuck up my marriage? I'm about to fuck up your life. Like, where you live at, I'm gonna fuck up your house. Or would you drive, I'm gonna fuck up your car. But I ain't gonna let you know that I fucked it up, but I'm gonna let you know that I fucked it up. Like it was me. Something like that. Because I'm hearing, I bust the windows out your car. But it's like this person ain't gonna bust the windows out your car. They gonna pour something in the tank. You get what I'm saying? Like they ain't gonna fuck it up like busting the windows out the car. They gonna fuck it up like I'm gonna fuck your shit up to where you can't drive this bitch, kind of fuck it up. That's so funny to me. But yeah, I'ma fuck up your money. You wanna fuck with my husband, I'ma fuck your money up. I'ma fuck your life up. You wanna fuck my man. But my thing about that is like, how would I know I'm fucking your man? You get what I'm saying? This person ain't coming around like, you know what, you fucked my husband. That's why I'm watching you. That's why I'm stalking you. Because I'm his wife. They not saying that. They just watching and fucking with this person. But, like, if it was me, I would be oblivious to the fact, like, who are you? Why are you fucking with me? Having to put two and two together, like, are you somebody's wife or ex or something? Like, what the fuck? That's happening. Somebody is being stalked by somebody's wife or ex or baby mama or something like that, and like the family know about it, or like a few of the family members or the best friends or the sister, like they stalking and social cyber bullying this person and doing shit to them and scoping them out and meeting up, going places that they go. It's something like that going on. It's like fatal attraction. It's a red bird. I'm hearing confirmation, red flag, red flag. I'm hearing red flag. Like something going on too. Somebody about to die or somebody died. Like I'm hearing, baby, it's our summer. The Birdman, I fly in any weather or whatever he be saying. Somebody be stalking somebody though, is what I'm saying. Birdman used to talk to Tony Braxton, right? And I'm hearing him tell you, mama, since she knows it all, that that's where you need to be. Like somebody, mama, the ex, the baby mama, everybody all up in the business stalking this lady. It was 31:31 on the clock. Yes. Everybody stalking this lady. Confirmations. It's confirmations. Like somebody stalking me. It's this person's mama, baby mama, cousins, sisters. It's the females stalking this person. Some of the friends too, trying to make it seem like, oh, you're not gonna want to talk to this person. You're not gonna want to date this person. They this, they that. It's something like that. It's like, I'm here. I bet you I could get some footage. I bet you I could get some footage of them. He put this person on such a high pedestal, but he don't know she be doing this or she be doing that. Like they trying to really make somebody look bad so that they can stay with their wife or their ex or their baby mama or something. It's about the money. I'm here, fuck with the money, it gets ugly as coyotes. So it's about the money. Like they feel like, okay, if he go and fuck with this bitch, it's gonna fuck up our money, fuck up what we got going on. Something is gonna be exposed. Like it's gonna backfire. They don't want these people talking. Let's just say me and somebody else that I'm talking to. They don't want this person to stop talking to their wife, their ex, their baby mama, and start fucking with me because they feel like I'm gonna fuck up their money. So they doing anything to down me, talk about me, fuck with me, and anything so that this man won't want to fuck with me. So they fucking with me so that this man don't want to fuck with me. Trying to set me up with any type of guy, trying to just ruin the relationship in general, trying to make me look unfit, like I don't care about my kids, like I can't get my shit together, like all I care about is smoking and drinking. And that's just so crazy to me. But this is repetitive. Every time I really care about somebody or something, this is what happens. Like, oh, she thinks she about to get married. She thinks she about to fall in love. We got to go talk to this nigga and make him stop fucking with her. We go send a decoy. Go send somebody to fuck with up the relationship. It's always that. Every time. And they always fuck with my car. Because when I got a car, I'm hearing like, I get around, round and round, round she goes. Like, I'm going to be able to get around. People want me to be stuck. I'm hearing them honey spells again. Jar spells, love spells, come to me spells. Like, somebody want me to be stuck. They want this person to be stuck. Like, he can't move forward with her. She can't move forward with him. Do a spell. Do a love spell on him. Make him stay with her. Do a love spell on her. Make him stay. Make her stuck. Love, those type of spells. Them type of spells don't work on me. Like, you may stall my money and shit, that type of shit. They been fucking with my car. Y'all know I was lifting, so yeah, that fucks up my money. It fucks with my car, it fucks with my movement. And I ain't just making this shit up. I've been talking about this for the last couple of months. People fucking with my car, saying I had an accident, didn't have an accident, boot prints. Somebody kicked my car with a boot. It's a funnel in the car, in the engine that I didn't put in there and shit like that. I've been talking about this shit over the last couple of months if you watch my videos. So this ain't nothing fucking new. But if you've been watching my videos for the last couple of years, then you knew about this with the Traverse. You knew about this with the car that my grandparents had gave me getting flat tires every other fucking day and all types of shit. People just fucking with me. Fucking with my cars. Like, I would literally have to get a new tire every other fucking day. It wasn't the rim. Cutting it up, none of that. Somebody literally doing something to my shit. But people, they sit and make it seem like I be making this shit up. I be peeping it and I be talking about it. Niggas be coming around acting like they fuck with me and shit. Whole time they just be cock blocking. Don't want somebody else to fuck with me. It is so sad. The crazy shit that people do for love and money. It's really for the love of money, because there don't be no love involved. You know why? Because I'm the love, and everybody try to X me out. People be thinking they in love. They be quick to get married, quick to fuck and everything. And it be all about the money. Very few people are really married because of love. And what you don't know about those people is, yeah, it might look like they start off struggling, but they eventually get their shit. Or even if they start off successful, they eventually go through some shit. But you know what? The money comes because God blesses what he puts together. And that's what people always fail to realize. They never wait for what God wants to put together. They wait for what they think is right. Me, I want to wait for what God puts together, but I still live in a real world where it's full of temptation, it's full of obstacles, delays, and everything like that. So yeah, sometimes I got to do what I got to do, but I know who love me and who don't. And that's what I was saying last night. I was talking to my friend. I was like, if I tell you, I'm hearing Lil Durk right now. Like, if I tell you I love you, that mean I love you. And if I call you my brother, then you my brother. Because if I tell you I love you, I don't give a fuck. If I tell you in real life, if I tell you virtually, I mean physically, virtually, through a text, however, if I tell you I love you, I really love you. And I know that because I know what love is. And I hate when people tell me that they love me and they don't mean it. Because, again, I know what love is and I give it on a regular. So I can tell when somebody love me for real and when they don't. But if I ever told you I love you, even through a text, virtually, if I said that shit, I really do love you. That shit crazy. But I can understand people not even believing it. Like, because sometimes, again, I just said it. Don't tell me you love me if you don't love me. Sometimes people be like, I really do love you, and I don't believe that shit. And I done told somebody I love them before, and they like, don't tell me that shit. You don't love me if you don't love me. Like, but I'm telling you I love you because I really do love you. But shit, the world's so fucked up. Like, we be traumatized behind heartbreak from the closest people to us, that when people really do love us for real, we don't see it. And then some people, they don't know how to express their love. They try to show you in every way but saying I love you. Again, because they ain't used to it. Or they feel like that's going to make them look or be soft or a simp. I'm not like that. A simp for what? I done lived with nothing. I done been straight too. So, if I tell you I love you, that mean I love you. Shit crazy. And it's crazy how relationships could be ruined because people don't be believing shit that you say. Like, I ain't making this shit up, bitch. I'm really going through this. I really fuck with you. I really love you. But you not believing me. I ain't gonna say putting me in a situation, but you preventing something that could be beautiful, that could solve a lot of problems for the both of us, because you don't believe in what we can have, or you don't believe in what I'm saying because you think I'm showing you something different, but I gotta be a certain way because you not believing what I'm saying, so you making me move a certain way. And I know you watching me. But anyway, it should be crazy. I'm not fake. I mean what I say. And I say what I mean. I'm hearing Lotto too. Like, I spend that 500 before I ever trap you. Like, people don't believe in love. They don't believe in the impossible either. Like, people out here thinking that you will want to just have a baby by them to trap them for money, and they don't even see the blessing that could be in the baby. No, not even knowing God's plan again. But I spend that 500 before I ever trap you. Like, again, people move such in weird ways. You would make somebody spend the 500 because you thinking that they trying to trap you. That's for somebody. I'm hearing you ain't got 500 to spend. I'm hearing boss man D-Lo like you don't got $500 to your name. That's a goddamn shame. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But you see what I'm saying? It ain't even that I hate the player. I hate the game. And the games that you trying to play on me. So that 500 that you thought I didn't have, I gotta ante up. Or call somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that could give me a pill. That'll clear it up before I ever trap you. But you see, that was never the intention. What she say? That nigga set for life, I let him get me preg. Like, you don't even know the blessing in having the baby. Like, you would be set for life if I was to have the baby too. But I paid the 500 before I ever trapped you. Just because you was even thinking like that. And look at you, still trying to dog me out. Like, you don't even got $500 to your name. Don't hit the player, hit the game. And again, it ain't even that I hate the player. It's the fact that I hate that the player want to play the game with me. And it takes two to play. But when I play back, I'm a hoe, ain't worth shit, ain't never gonna be shit. Not even knowing what really be going on. Because again, you too busy playing the fucking game, being a player and shit. You can't see the bigger picture or what's going on behind the scenes. Now I'm hearing Future like, trophy. I want me a trophy. Trophy. See? Like somebody needs to realize that the prize, the trophy, is going to be right in front of you. I want me a trophy. A trophy. I want me a trophy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm hearing twisted T, but I'm hearing like she's a twisted bitch. Somebody's twisted, sick. And you remember how they took the little twisted tea can or whatever, the man had attacked the other man with it? And I'm hearing Beyonce with this can, get them body. See, somebody's wife, ex, baby mama, somebody, they want to fight this new woman or something. They have a problem. I'm here, get them body. They probably even want to go as far as getting them unalived. That's what I'm saying, petty. I'm hearing this man is about to find this out, though. Like, he didn't believe all this shit was going on when I was telling him. I want me a trophy. Trophy. I'm hearing Lil Demon by Future. And I'm seeing the video in the beginning with the girls like, oh, that was cute, throwing up the little hearts or whatever. It's like somebody don't know that their colleagues has been attacking somebody that they are in love with. It's like they friends, they family, they colleagues, the people that they care about the most have been attacking somebody that they are in love with. And it's because they know that this person is in love. My bitch a demon. Fuck you mean? Little demon in the cut. Little demon in the cut. Goddamn. Pockets loaded. Fuck you mean? Hot you. But yeah, he's finding it out. He's finding out. I'm hearing about the stolen money. I'm hearing like he's just finding out about everything that's been going on behind the scenes. This person really feel bad for not listening. But that's what I'm saying. Not listening, not believing. Not believing nothing. Not believing what I was telling you, what was going on. Not believing that I love you. Not believing nothing. Not believing a word I say. And that hurts the most. You know, again, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's like all the jokes you can crack trying to be funny and all that extra ass shit. All of that. But what hurts the most is not believing me.